Hi guys, Ian Fernando here, and as you know, I'm actually traveling in Colombia, and I had the opportunity to meet a bunch of bloggers that actually do affiliate marketing, and I was actually very inspired, and I had to get them down to really talk about what they do in affiliate marketing. And I have here with me Isabella. She is from Singapore. I met her through one of the WeWork groups or
Yeah,
network groups,
yeah.
and she told me she was a blogger that does affiliate marketing. I was so intrigued. I'm like, oh, it's been a while since I met a blogger that does affiliate marketing. So what I want to do now is let Isabella really introduce herself, explain why she's traveling, why she's in Colombia, and yeah, tell her about your blog. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'm Isabel. I run a travel blog, bellaroundtheworld.com. I've been traveling since 2018, and with the pandemic, it's really helped me to travel even more full time now. I've been traveling nonstop since 2018 in October. I flew from Singapore to the US and then to Costa Rica, Mexico. I lived there for 5 months, and then I came over here, and it's been a month since then.
And that's awesome. It's crazy. I actually love traveling, and I've been traveling for 6 months, 6 years straight. So since you left Singapore, how many months or years have you been traveling straight since?
It's coming to be about 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good, you know. And as a blogger, when I started blogging, I was just writing. This is what, like 17 years ago. I wrote about my adventures online, right? Because it was all my trial and errors, um, and I just wanted to record myself.
Yeah.
What made you start blogging?
Ooh. Yeah, it came pretty naturally for me because I've always liked journaling. And then I was traveling as a student for a semester long, for 6 months in Europe. So I thought, and I had all these pictures and I wanted to document my travels. And so I thought, what better way than to start a travel blog? And so I just came out with the name, started sharing my itineraries and my travel tips and my student hacks online, and just documenting my way around Europe. Yeah.
Europe's pretty expensive now.
Well, it can be, but when I was a student, they had all those student discounts, and
That was your lucky day.
there was carpooling, all sorts of travel hacks.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, what do you like about blogging besides the pictures, the
Yeah.
social media attention? You like journalism. I don't even like writing. I have a lot of you guys correcting me in my blog and rewriting some of my blog posts because I'm a horrible writer, but I'm a writer that speaks from the mind or write from the mind onto the post. Whereas I'm talking to a professional here, you enjoy it where I've been lacking on my blog posting lately. So why? What else do you enjoy about blogging besides just
Yeah.
the writing?
Yeah, so apart from really sharing my story, well, there's so many things. I mean, especially because I'm in the travel field, and when I've built up my traffic enough, sometimes I do get sponsorships with tourism boards, with hotels, with tour operators, and I get to experience things that I wouldn't normally have done, or I might have to be a millionaire to do it. So it's really those out of this world experiences that I get to do thanks to my travel blog. And also, like, through the blog, I've been able to meet different people over different countries. Like, instead of just being in a physical place and meeting people physically, with the blog I've been able to connect with a lot of digital nomads.
Yeah, that's one huge benefit about blogging. Like you get to just write something about the experience, and there's somebody's like, you know what, I want to either get that experience from you. You want to sponsor some of your content? Let us give you this stuff for free. Write about us. You know, in this world of content, like constant content, blogging I think is still an old age true fact that still works today. Do you agree?
Yeah, I suppose so. Like, I would definitely prefer reading somebody's personal experiences than TripAdvisor's top 10 things to do in Colombia.
Yeah. I mean, everybody reads the reviews and comments anyway,
Yeah.
so they'd rather, and when they want to go in depth, they want to be like, oh, let's go to this blog, and how do
Yeah.
you just came from Guatape, you told me,
Yeah.
like how was the experience climbing that rock mountain,
Yeah.
people just want to experience that. Now, monetizing the blog has been it's very it's very interesting topic because you do affiliate marketing, I do affiliate marketing. I did a lot of affiliate marketing on my blog, and I went into the CPA affiliate marketing side. What style of affiliate marketing do you do on a blog?
Well, it's quite straightforward. Like, because it's a travel blog, I write about travel experiences, I write about places I've stayed, and so most naturally, I link to hotel bookings and tour bookings, and I get affiliate commissions through them. Occasionally, there's this like travel gadgets, travel items that I bring. I have a list of like travel gifts for him and for her, and so
That's
sometimes I
cute.
get commissions from that too.
What are the commission styles for like the hotels, flights, the basic travel necessity
What are the
percentage or the commission payouts?
Ooh. It really varies. It could be 25% or it could be 8%. It really depends on the company.
Yeah, and that's like coming off from like if the flight is $500 or 1,400, or the hotel is like
So, like for example, booking.com, if you're paying like $200 for a night
yeah.
and the booking.com gets a percentage of it. So I get 25% of that percentage of it. So it's not like I get 25% of $200. So it's
Oh,
only a few dollars at most.
got it, got
Yeah.
it. Interesting. I didn't actually know that. I thought there was a direct connection from you
I
into booking.
wish.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Interesting. Now, what about the physical product, like when you go get gadget gear for travel? Like,
Yeah,
what commission structure is that?
that's not so much. It's the same as the Amazon stuff that I usually like. Everyone promotes like a few percent, maybe like 8%, 10%.
Okay.
Yeah, only a
Is
few cents.
is affiliate marketing the main revenue source of the blog?
No, I have a few. So I run ads on my blog. So they pay by per 1,000 impressions.
Yeah, CPM.
So
Okay.
that's one. And then I also do sponsored postings where brands like to get mentioned on my blog posts.
Yep.
That is the by far the easiest way for me to earn because it really is just like mentioning the brand naturally in the blog post.
Now, I do some sponsored posts too,
Yeah.
and there are certain companies that were like, "Oh, can you mention these?" Would you work with companies like that? That would be like, let's say you experienced that company in a bad light, but they want to,
Oh.
like, hey, can you? We're having some weird brand reputation right now. Can you say this about us?
No, I don't usually do that. So I mean, I would rather not mention them at all than to get paid to put them in a good light when I've personally experienced not too
Yeah.
good stuff about them.
Yeah, sponsored posts is a very shaky topic. A lot of
Yeah.
people kind of sell their soul
Yeah.
to just get. I don't know how much you charge per sponsored post, right? I know for my blog, it's certain like just $500 for mine, and then any other linkage or whatnot, right? So, what else on a blog?
Oh.
You good revenue stream. Because there's a
Those-
lot of ways, guys, to make money through blogging.
Yeah, those are the main ways. And then, I mean, on the side, I also do SEO as well. So I have a section on my blog about blogging. And so I teach them about blogging. And sometimes, if they do like follow my advice and all that, I do promote web hosting services, for example. Or sometimes they purchase through to my SEO course. So then I earn money through that too.
Yeah. So information products, sponsored posts, ad revenue, affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways to make money in blogging, and this I've learned this through the years. That's why I was pretty excited to meet Isabella to just share her knowledge on it. Now you do organic, I do paid,
Yeah.
right? How much time vested do you put into one blog post that will start earning commission, and how long is that before you see the
Wow.
first dollar?
That's hard to quantify. I usually write for the sake of sharing the information and not really to generate money out of it.
Mhm.
And so, like for example, my last place of residence in Puerto Escondido, I wrote a few guides about it, all keyword optimized, all intended to help it rank on Google. It's very hard to quantify because it's kind of like the traffic is proportionate to the amount of ad revenue I get. So it's kind of a a whole blog. It counts over all the blog posts that people have seen, and not just a single blog post.
Got it. But don't you have to concentrate on a keyword for that blog post, or do you not focus on your blog post on a per keyword basis,
Yeah.
or do you just write just because of the sake of writing?
Yeah, no, I write it. I do write based on keywords that I've researched, and it's hard to say. I would usually say, like, if I'm lucky, sometimes 3 months,
Ooh.
sometimes 6 months. So it really depends. And then there's time invested for link building as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. And sometimes you have to buy those links, right?
No, I don't buy them
Oh,
because it's
God.
not generally good practice. But
I
yeah, I
see.
try to do that organically, everything. Yeah, so it's hard to say. I think between 3 months to 6 months, and that's when I see things ranking. But then once it starts ranking, you can just put it off on its own. You don't have to constantly promote it, and that's why I like organic, because
That is
you
true.
really just do your keyword research. You write up the article, and you're pretty much done. You just wait for it to rank, and you wait for the ad revenue to come in.
That's good. That's good, man. I always have a good argument with people with this because I'm always like, man, I'd rather waste money than waste time, right? And when people hear me saying waste money, they're like, oh, why would you want to waste money? It's not about wasting money. It's about gathering an amount of data fast enough.
Yeah.
Will this blog post convert with the type of context I have? Should I change my context, right? Versus you can't really test it on with SEO if the content actually converted, right?
Yeah, but I also like to say that with SEO, for example, I have this post about best places to visit in Greece
Greece?
in
I've
October.
not been there yet, actually.
In October. So ever since I wrote it a couple years ago, every single year it starts bumping up when it comes to August, September. Even now, I've started to see a rising trend in the article again, and I've never really touched that article since it was first published.
Oh, do you not go back in there and maybe try to tweak it a little bit to try to hopefully increase it a little
Yeah,
bit?
here and there, like I would try and update it to the latest year.
Mhm.
But apart from that, there's no major changes or major time taken to redo the post.
Yeah, I need to get into your organic. It's just I just don't have the patience for it. You know, like how does one person gain patience?
Ooh, I mean, okay, so I've started a second site as well, and that was a website that I'm trying to put in my SEO strategies to make it work. And I mean, of course, it's been a year, and I've got just a few clicks, but I'm still hopeful because the keywords that I'm targeting, they are really non-competitive,
Okay.
but they have very great buying power. And so yeah, I'm hopeful that people who are searching those keywords, they actually have the mindset, the buyer intent, and so it would hopefully convert in time.
In time.
Yeah, and when it comes, it would just continuously do
That-
the
That is good.
conversion.
That is good. That's good. I have to think of that nature sometimes. Now, as far as blogging, I'm assuming you're hosted on WordPress, right?
Yes.
What plugins are good for a beginner blogger to
Yeah.
have on their blog?
Yeah, sure. For caching, I do recommend WP Rocket. It's paid. Okay, there is a free one called SG Optimizer.
Yep.
Yeah, that's free and that's pretty effective.
That's with SiteGround, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to use Short Pixel to Smash
Smash, yeah.
for compressing the images.
Yeah.
So those two are really important for optimizing the website size. And what else do I use?
Do you use anything for like link tracking for your affiliate links?
Oh yeah, Pretty Links.
Pretty
So
links? Really?
I use it to cloak my affiliate links. And so because sometimes affiliate partners, they would change their links from time to time.
That is
And so with just a pretty link, I could just go to the back end and change the original ugly link to the updated ugly link.
Yeah.
And then I could just be like bellaroundtheworld.com/skyscanner. So anytime people click on it, it's going to be to the updated link.
Correct. Yeah. I kind of don't like Pretty Link that much. I use the free version because it's just quick,
Yeah.
but it doesn't provide a lot of good stats.
Oh, for stats, I use. Oh, I can't remember it offhand. I'll give it to you after. Monster Insights.
Monster Insight. That is
Monster
that is a good one. Shout out to my boy that has that company. He's always
Yeah.
buying plugins and all that stuff.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, with regards to tracking your affiliate links, they do have outbound links. Monster Insights, they do provide outbound links, tracking info that I use.
Nice, nice,
Yeah.
nice. Now, for someone that wants to start blogging, a lot of people are saying that blogging is dying because we have TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, everybody's getting into video. What is your argument between video and visual readable content? Do you think visual readable content will be gone,
Yeah.
or will it coincide with video and image media? What do you think about that?
I feel like there's two sides of, I mean, there are two types of people that would consume media. One of them would go into video, and one of them would just search best Nike shoes for trail running. And they would look at the comparison and read the reviews. Like people who are more detailed, I guess, versus a video, because there's only so much you can pack in within 10-15 minutes.
That's true.
You
Yeah.
can't really cover all the pros and cons, whereas a written content, you can cover quite a detailed description of it.
Yeah, and you can really go down like a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
You know. Now, we'll be going to the last couple questions. The travel is very competitive, right? When it comes to blogging or information, how were you able to compete with the competition? Because
Yeah.
it's such an early blog, right? It's
Yeah.
only what? How old's the blog?
My blog is since 2015, so it's not that young anymore.
Yeah. So I mean, yes, it's still pretty young in that age, right? But in travel, it's such a competitive
Yeah.
space. How were you able to compete with that?
Yeah, I always tell like my students and people in the travel blogging, there are always new bloggers coming up, and there is this trend where everyone is niching down, which means like somebody who's been living in Scotland is just gonna write everything about Scotland, and so these sort of blogs would rank well if someone would search about Scotland. So it's really about
Niching down.
populating, yeah, and populating as much of the articles, as many of the articles that you can about a specific topic or a specific destination or a specific like vegan travel or conscious travel or eco travel.
But how like for example, you're moving around almost every month.
Yeah.
How do you? I mean, you're gonna be talking about Colombia for 1 month, then it might be
Yeah,
Mexico.
for me, I mean that doesn't work very well. But then again, I've been like battling this dilemma, and I figured that I didn't want to narrow my experiences just because of the blog or just because I wanted to rank. I wanted, like personally, I wanted to be able to experience everything from land adventures to sea adventures to different countries, and so like I'd rather have everything because I still treat it as a personal journal of some sorts as well. So
That
I would rather cover everything.
Yeah, that goes to my last question, right? When I started blogging, it was more of a personal journal, personal journey. I really didn't care about keywords, and I just naturally ranked over time. Do you think a person should start blogging based on keyword, topics, niche, or should they be passionate about it and just
Yeah.
get into it and just write and just let the internet do its thing?
Yeah.
Or really try to strategize content and not worry about passion?
So that depends on your end goal in mind. Do you want to monetize the blog, or do you just want the blog as a personal portfolio for you? So if you wanted to monetize it, then of course you need to grow your traffic as soon as you can, as much as you can, and then that's when you have to, like, everything has to have a strategy. If you wanted to write a blog post, it has to connect with your end goal. And yeah, you'd have to do all the keyword research and really optimize the whole blog post. Whereas if some people just wanted to use a blog as a personal portfolio,
That's what I kind of do in mine.
and yeah, and it complements your personal branding, and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel it's really nice as well.
Yeah. Well, guys, that's about it for a little interview. I want to thank Isabella for taking this time to have this nice interview in this little park mall we're in right now. Isabella, do you want to say anything to the audience real quick? Go shout out your blog, anything?
You can follow my adventures on bellaroundtheworld.com. I am on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything, YouTube. Yeah, and it's all on my blog. And if you'd like to learn about SEO, I also offer a free SEO course, and there's a link on my blog to access that as well.
Oh man, that was a good pitch. But all right, guys, appreciate you watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. Talk soon, and